Good morning, everyone. Let us start this session. So during the last lecture, we started with the module number 4, that is a section of solids. And we have seen how to draw the projection of prism when it is cut by the auxiliary inclined plane. So this was the first case. Prism was resting on the HP and it is cut by the section plane, which is perpendicular to VP and inclined to the HP. Okay. So we have drawn the front view, then sectional top view and sectional side view. So now we will try to draw the true shape of the section. So you can observe here the three-dimensional position. So in the first image, you can observe the prism is cut by the auxiliary inclined plane and the portion of that prism which is nearer to the observer. So this portion is removed. So in the top view, this is the position of observer. So this portion, it is to be removed, and for remaining portion, we will draw the front view, top view, that is a sectional top view, and sectional side view. Okay. And if you want to draw the true shape of the section, then we have to observe in the perpendicular direction to the auxiliary plane. So this is the direction. So if you observe from this direction, then you will get the true shape of the section. Okay. So true shape of the section is similar to the side view of the section. So we have drawn the right hand side view. So for that, this is the position of observer to draw the right hand side view. Okay. So if you observe from right side, then this horizontal distance between these 2 points. Okay. And if you observe from this direction, which is perpendicular, then this horizontal distance, it will remain same. Okay. That means in the right hand side view or in the true shape, this horizontal distance, it will not change. So which distance will change? So this vertical distance between these 2 points, it will change in the side view and in the true shape. Okay. So in the true shape, distance between these 2 points, it will increase compared to the right hand side view. Okay. So let us see how to draw this view. So this is how you can start your projection on the drawing paper. First, you draw the top view. So you can refer this three-dimensional image. So in the top view, you can observe a square which is equally inclined with the vertical plane. So at 45-degree line, you can draw that square with the given dimension, that is a 40 mm base side. Then you can take the projection in the front view. You can mark the height, that is 60 or 65 mm. So you can complete the front view. So draw the top view and the front view without considering the section. Okay. Just assume the complete solid and then draw the front view and top view. Okay. Now next part is you should draw the position of the section plane. Now this section plane is perpendicular to VP. That means in the front view, that section plane, it will appear as a straight line. So if you observe from this direction, that is a front view, this section plane, it will be just a line. So draw that line. So that section plane is passing from 20 mm just below the top end or top base. So take distance 20 mm. You can draw one horizontal line and then by using protractor, take the angle 45-degree or 40-degree and draw this section line. Okay. Now the portion which is just above the section line, so this arrow indicates we need to remove that portion. Now because of this section plane, we will get the intersection points on the top edges, on the vertical edges. So this is the intersection on the top edge. Okay. So you can take this point Suppose this is E and F. So this point will be E dash and F dash. So project this point in the top view. So on the edge AB, so this is the point A, and this edge, so this is the AB. Okay. And this is AD. So point F, it is on the edge AD. So this is the point F and this is point E. Then this intersection, suppose this is point G and this is H. So G and H, they will coincide with the point B and D. Okay. So this is point G and this is the point H. And this point, you can take this as I. So it will overlap or coincide with the point C. Okay. So this is point I. So this complete part, it is the sectional top view. Now to draw this side view, you can take the projection from the front view and top view. So you have to draw this 45-degree line. So find out the intersections in the side view. So right now, to draw this side view, we are observing from the right side. Okay. So this will be right-hand side view and it is drawn on the left side of the front view. So this is called as the first angle projection method. Okay. So first complete the side view without considering the section. So you can observe the complete rectangle in the side view. Now project these intersection points of the section plane with the vertical edges and the edges of the top base. So you can observe here, we have projected point E and F. Okay. So E and F, they are on the top base. So this is the point E and this is point F. Similarly, take the projection from this point, that is a G and H. Okay, so you will get this intersection on these vertical sides, vertical edges. Okay, so now you can join this E and G by a straight line, F and H by a straight line. Okay, and this G and I, H and I by straight line. Okay, so this is the sectional side view. So you need to highlight this section. So you can show this by hatching line, which are 45-degree parallel lines. So in this side view, you can observe the corners of that rectangle. So they will be removed in the left hand, right hand side view. You can observe here this portion. This is a rectangular portion, sorry, triangular portion. So it is not written in the side view. Okay, it is not written in the front view as well as in the side view. Okay, so you should remove this portion. So in your manual drafting, do not erase anything. Okay, so initially draw the front view, top view and side view by a thin line. Okay, and then the visible geometry, after removing the upper portion, show this by continuous thick line. Okay, so now this portion and this portion we will show by the hatching lines. So these are the hatching lines. So you can draw this at 45-degree. And similarly, this right hand side view. Okay. So this is your front view, sectional side view and sectional top view. Now we have to draw the true shape of this section. So for the true shape, you should observe the section plane. So this is your section plane. Okay, so we should observe from this direction, which is a perpendicular direction. So if you observe in this direction, then you will get the true shape of this section. Okay, so this true shape, it is similar to this right hand side view. Only difference is in the right hand side view, distance between these 2 points. So I think this point, this is E, this is F, this is I, G and H. Okay, so distance between EI, so this is the reduced length compared to the length in the front view. So this point is E and this is the point I. So this distance, it is more than the distance in the side view. Okay, so this is the observer direction. Now draw the projector lines from the point EI and GH to draw the true shape of the section. Okay, so this distance, so this will give the true length of the section. Now draw one vertical line here that will represent the center line. Because this view, it is symmetric about this center line. So this is your reference line or the center line. Okay, now take the distance EF. So you can measure this distance. Okay, and just mark this distance on this line, on the projector, which is coming from the point E and point F. Okay, so this line, it is having the same length of EF. Then take the distance GH and draw this line on the projector, which is coming from this point. So this is your point G dash and H dash. Okay, so on this line, mark this distance between G and H in the side view. Okay, so this point, so this is your point E, point F, this is G, this is H, and this I point, so this is the point I. Okay, now just connect this point by a straight line, EG and FH and GI and HI. Okay, so you can observe here the true shape of the section, it is similar to the side view of this section. Okay, only difference is this length. So this length increases in the true shape compared to the side view. So this is your true shape of this section. And just you can highlight this. Okay, so try to complete this on a drawing paper. So here you can use another method to draw the true shape of this section. Suppose you don't have enough space on the left side. Okay, then just take the distance. So this is point G and F, and this is point I. Okay, so just measure this distance and draw one horizontal line which is parallel to the XY line. Okay, so suppose this point, this is G dash and F dash, and this is point which is I dash. Okay, now measure this distance between G point and this sorry, this is E. Okay, so measure this distance between E and G and draw this point here. So this is point G dash and H dash. Okay, so we have drawn this complete line which is inclined parallel to the XY line. Okay, now draw the vertical projectors. Like this. Okay, now you can draw one reference line which is a center line. So this is the line, center line. Okay, so from this point, just measure this distance between point E and F. Okay, so this is point E and this is point F. Similarly, measure the distance between these 2 points, so which is G and H. And this is the point I. Okay, so in this way you can draw the true shape. So you can use any one method. So either you take direct projection or just measure this distance and draw one parallel line to the XY line and then draw the vertical projector lines. Okay, so now we will see the second case where the prism is resting on the vertical plane. Okay, in the previous case, prism was resting on the horizontal plane and it is cut by the auxiliary plane which is inclined to VP, inclined to HP and parallel perpendicular to the VP. Okay, now here, as the prism is resting on the vertical plane, the section plane is perpendicular to HP and inclined to the VP. Okay, so you can note down this problem. A square prism with the base 40 mm and axis height 60 mm is resting on the vertical plane on its base. Okay, so this part is important. The prism is resting on the vertical plane on its base. Okay, that means its complete base, it is on the vertical plane, it is not on the corner. Okay, the edges of the base are equally inclined to the HP. That means we have to draw that square 45 degree with respect to XY line. It is cut by a plane inclined to VP at 40 degree and perpendicular to the HP. So this is your auxiliary inclined plane or the section plane. Section plane cuts the axis of prism 20 mm from the top base. Draw the front view, sectional top view, sectional side view, and true shape of this section. Okay, so this problem is similar to the last problem. Only change is prism is resting on the vertical plane. Okay, so for the projection of solid, we assume the solid is resting or lying in the first quadrant only. Okay, so this is your first quadrant, vertical plane and the horizontal plane. Now this is the position of the prism in a 3 dimension. In the first image, in the second image, this is the complete solid and you can observe the auxiliary plane which is inclined to HP, VP and perpendicular to the HP. So this is equally inclined condition, which is a 45 degree. So all the edges of that base, they are equally inclined. Okay. So this is the top base. So the section plane is perpendicular to the HP and it is inclined with the VP. That means the inclination will be visible in the top view. And in the front view, you can observe that square, that is a square base, okay, which is equally inclined. So angle of inclination of this plane with respect to vertical plane, so this is phi, and that is equal to 40 degree. Okay, so if you observe from the top direction, that is your top view, then this plane, it will be observed as a straight line which is inclined at 40 degree. Okay, and this section plane, it cuts the axis at 20 mm from the top base. So from the top base, you should take the distance 20 mm, and then you can draw this inclined line at 40 degree. Okay, and after this, the portion which is nearer to the observer, it is to be removed. Okay, so we will not remove this portion, we should remove this portion. So here in the front view, this is the observer. So if you observe from the front direction, the portion which is nearer to the observer, it is to be removed. Okay, so we will remove this portion, this complete part. Okay, so you can observe after removing that portion, this is the remaining portion. And for this remaining portion, we will draw the front view, that is a sectional front view, then top view, sectional side view, and the true shape of this section. Okay, so just make one change, draw this sectional front view, and just the top view, because in the top view we will not observe any section. Okay, then sectional side view and true shape of the section. So I hope you have understood this three-dimensional representation. So in this diagram, this is the inclined plane. So if you observe from the top direction, you can just observe a line. Okay, so this line is inclined with the vertical plane at 40 degree. It is passing through this point, which is 20 mm with respect to the top base. Okay, now after this, you will remove this portion and you will observe in the front direction, top and the side view. So your first step will be, you should draw the front view, because in the front view, you can observe the square, which is equally inclined with the horizontal plane. Okay, then draw the top view. So this is the top view. So in the top view, you can observe this inclined line, and then you will remove this portion. And then observe from this side, right hand side view. So this is your right hand side view. Okay, so for the true shape, you should observe in the perpendicular direction to this plane. So this is the true shape. Okay, so true shape is similar to the right hand side view, only you will get the increased length between these 2 points. So again observe, this is your right hand side view and this is the true shape of this section. Okay, so let us see how to draw this on a drawing paper. So to draw this on a drawing paper, draw XY line, that is a horizontal line, and X1, Y1 line. Now your first step is you will draw the front view. So you can refer this three-dimensional diagram. Okay. So first assume the complete solid. Okay. So do not consider the section plane. So if you observe from the front view, then you can observe this square, which is equally inclined. Okay. So draw one line, that is a reference line at 45 degree, and then you can complete this square with the given dimension, that is equal to 40 mm base side. Now take the projection in the top view. So if you observe from the top view, then you can observe this rectangle. Okay, so this height of the rectangle, this is equal to 60 mm. So now we will show the position of the section plane. Okay, so the section plane is inclined at 45 degree, 40 degree with respect to vertical plane, and it is passing from the 20 mm with respect to the top base. So this is your top base. Because the bottom base, it is resting on the vertical plane. Okay. Now draw the line incline at 40 degree. So you can draw one reference line, and you can use protractor, and you can take the angle 40 degree with respect to this line, and then draw this line. Okay, so this is your section line. Now you can observe this image. So here, two sides of the top base, so they are intersected by this section plane. Suppose this point, this is E, and this is the point F. So in the top view, these 2 points, they will coincide. Okay, so you will get point here, E and F. And in the front view, you can observe two separate points. So this is point E, and this is the point F. Okay, so this is E dash, and this is F dash. Then this vertical edges, so we will get two intersections on the two vertical edges. So take this as a point G, and this is H, and this is point I. Okay, so G and F and the point I, they will overlap on the point B, D, and C. Okay, so this is the point G, this is point H, and this is point I. Okay,